Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC code P0717 indicates a torque converter turbine speed sensor circuit no signal issue in the Honda Civic 2022 and later models. This diagnostic trouble code, DTC, is crucial for technicians to identify problems within the vehicle's transmission system. The torque converter turbine speed sensor plays a pivotal role in the vehicle as it measures the rotational speed of the torque converter's turbine. Its accurate signals are necessary for the transmission control module TCM to perform optimally. When this sensor fails to relay the required speed data, or when the signal is non-existent, the TCM detects the anomaly and logs the DTC. Understanding the components involved, how they function, and their locations within the vehicle is essential to effectively troubleshoot this issue. The error referenced by DTC P0717 pertains to the torque converter turbine speed sensor, a crucial component located near the vehicle's transmission. This sensor is responsible for measuring the rotational speed of the torque converter's turbine. This measurement is essential because it informs the transmission control module, TCM, about the current speed at which the engine is operating relative to the transmission. When the TCM detects that the signal from this sensor is either too low or non-existent, it flags the issue and stores the DTC P0717. The TCM uses this data to manage gear shifts and optimize performance, making the sensor's reliability critical for smooth operation. Thus, understanding the location and function of this sensor is vital for effective diagnostics and repairs. There are several potential causes for DTC P0717, highlighting the complexity of the transmission system. First, a faulty torque converter turbine speed sensor can lead to reading errors or total loss of signal. Wire issues can also trigger this DTC. Specifically, an open circuit or short in the wiring related to the sensor may prevent it from communicating correctly with the TCM. Each of these wiring components must be extensively inspected as they may display intermittent faults that complicate diagnostics. Additionally, if the torque converter sensor and the wiring are functioning as expected, a malfunctioning transmission control module may be the root cause of the issue. Understanding these potential problems is the first step toward effective diagnosis and rectification. The symptoms associated with DTC P0717 can be both performance-related as well as diagnostic in nature. Commonly reported issues include erratic or lackluster transmission shifting. The vehicle may either shift harshly or skip gears altogether. Drivers may also notice an increase in engine RPMs, particularly when attempting to accelerate, as the TCM relies on the torque converter turbine speed for optimal shift timing. This can lead to a feeling that the vehicle is not responding as expected during normal operations. Moreover, overall vehicle acceleration can suffer, making the driving experience frustrating and potentially dangerous. Awareness of these symptoms is imperative. Recognizing them early can lead to quicker diagnostics and safer driving conditions. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0717 involves ensuring that the vehicle is safely raised on a lift. It is critical to make sure that all four wheels are securely supported and can rotate freely, as this will allow for accurate testing of the vehicle's systems. Next, the engine must be started while disabling the Vehicle Stability Assist (VSA) feature, which could otherwise interfere with the readings. After preparing the vehicle, run it at speeds exceeding 19 miles per hour, 30 kilometers per hour, for a minimum duration of 30 seconds. This procedure allows the TCM to gather necessary data regarding the turbine speed. If the DTC persists, it indicates that closer inspection of components, such as the torque converter turbine speed sensor, is warranted. In the second troubleshooting step, the torque converter turbine speed sensor's 3P connector needs to be disconnected. This is essential for testing voltages and ensuring that any readings are accurate without interference from the system. Once disconnected, technicians must conduct a module output voltage inspection focusing on the IG, ignition mode of the vehicle. Under normal conditions, the output voltage from the sensor should be roughly 5 volts when the engine is running. If voltage is confirmed normal, this indicates that the issue likely lies within the sensor itself. Conversely, if the output voltage is abnormal, further investigation into the surrounding wiring or systems may need to be conducted. During the third troubleshooting step, the focus shifts to inspecting the TCM, or Transmission Control Module. Begin by disconnecting the TCM's 50P connector, alongside disconnecting the torque converter turbine speed sensor's 3P connector. This step is vital to rule out further electrical issues. Measurements should be taken for the VCC2, voltage supply circuit 2, the NT, turbine speed signal, and the SG2, signal ground circuits. Each of these circuits must demonstrate a normal condition, which means that the measurements should show resistance less than 1 ohm. If abnormal readings are discovered during this check, it's indicative of issues in the wiring or connections. Each circuit's continuity is paramount for the TCM's operations, making this step essential in the troubleshooting process. The fourth troubleshooting step necessitates a thorough examination for any shorts to ground or in wire connections. If the earlier wiring inspections indicated abnormal resistance, technicians should begin inspecting for shorts that could be making unintended connections or interfering with signal integrity. Resistance checks should be carefully performed to ensure that the NT signal wire is not shorted to ground, as this could disrupt normal operations and trigger the related DTC. If the inspection reveals shorts, the specific wiring involved must be repaired or replaced, ensuring that the systems can communicate effectively without interference. This step is crucial because faulty wiring can lead to ongoing issues if not addressed correctly. If all earlier inspections suggest normal conditions and the DTC P0717 persists, the final troubleshooting focus is on the TCM itself. This module is central to managing the transmission's operations and communicating with various sensors. If the previous inspections have excluded faults in the torque converter turbine speed sensor and wiring, it is reasonable to conclude that the TCM may be malfunctioning. Conduct a final assessment of the TCM's functionality. If confirmed faulty, replacement of the module becomes necessary. Proper calibration of the new TCM will also be pivotal to restore full functionality and performance. Addressing this component is essential, as it can often be the missing piece in resolving persistent issues associated with this DTC. After all repairs relating to DTC P0717 have been completed, it is imperative to perform a final verification to ensure the issue has been resolved. Start by using a diagnostic tool to clear the DTC from the vehicle's memory to allow for fresh diagnostics. Following the clearing of the code, conduct a comprehensive test drive of the vehicle under varied driving conditions. During this test drive, pay particular attention to the transmission's shifting behavior and the overall performance of the vehicle. Post-test drive, utilize the diagnostic tool again to ensure that the DTC does not reappear. This final verification is crucial in confirming the effectiveness of the repairs completed and ensuring the vehicle is back to optimal operating condition. To mitigate future occurrences of DTC P0717, implementing preventive maintenance practices is essential. Regular inspection of wiring and connections related to the torque converter turbine speed sensor should be conducted, as even minor wear can lead to significant issues. It's also advisable to regularly check the transmission fluid levels and condition, as fluid plays a vital role in the transmission's overall health and performance. Scheduled servicing of the TCM can help ensure that it remains in good working order. This includes software updates and recalibrations as needed. By adopting these preventive measures, vehicle owners can extend the lifespan of transmission components and significantly reduce the probability of encountering similar DTCs in the future. In summary, effectively troubleshooting DTC P0717 requires a structured approach to diagnose potential issues with the torque converter turbine speed sensor, wiring, and the TCM. Initial steps focus on verification of operational conditions, followed by detailed inspections of the sensor and associated circuits. If faults persist, the TCM warrants thorough evaluation as it plays a vital role in the transmission's shifting capabilities. Additionally, taking preventive maintenance steps is crucial for avoiding future complications related to this DTC. Key actions include regular inspections, fluid checks, and timely servicing. This comprehensive approach not only addresses current issues, but also promotes the longevity and reliability of the vehicle. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.